Deddy a fool.
Damn, play how I said.
That's my plate? Deddy a fool. Deddy a fool.
Damn, play
Deddy a
how I
fool.
said.
Good morning. Let me fix my microphone. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. All right. I'm trying to get myself situated. My bad. Okay, guys. I had a key yesterday. All right. I was cooking and all of this I saw somebody. I thought that was Nitra B's husband. I'm not even gonna lie. And then I was like, is that Uriah? I saw a very light-skinned man. I didn't know who that was until I saw the title of the video, baby. And it said Keke Wyatt was sleeping with her cousin. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. When I saw it yesterday, baby, it had 10,000 views. Now it's got 40,000 views. And baby, he had 700 subscribers the other day. Man, sir looks real special. And he looks special and crazy. And he done got himself another 1,000 subscribers. Okay. I didn't know who that was. I just knew that was somebody's husband. I was just watching that before I came. He said he had to get all this off his chest because he's getting ready to go into full-time ministry and he is not going to be bothered with this stuff. I'm trying to figure out, don't you have, y'all, he looks so, girl, he is so good for YouTube. I was like, sir, come on. Come do full-time YouTube and tell us all your Keke Wyatt stories. Cause we know you didn't know something was wrong with Keke, but we knew something. How did you not know something was wrong with Keke? And why are you telling everybody you keep all your money in your car? This guy is dumb, y'all. He's about the dumbest YouTube streets husband I have ever seen. But sir, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm loving it already. Can you go ahead and post more videos? I want to hear all of it, everything. Sir is crazy. Okay. Look at he is crazy. Y'all, we got to watch this. This is on some daddy gone perfection. Okay. Okay. Girl, she has man trap kitty. Yes, she got something with that kitty cat because she got about 11 kids, doesn't she? How many kids let's see. We know she has one, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all. Some of y'all care, some don't care. Girl, Jennifer's husband got court today. I just dropped a short. I forgot to mention it last week, but I'm glad I didn't. Because it's in about 30 minutes and then we'll get the update and then we'll talk about it. Okay. But Jennifer Williams' husband has court today. and he's probably going to get off of probation. I mean, not that, you know what I'm saying, like, it just, they introduced the notion that he could get off of probation last time he had a probation revocation, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets off of probation. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably gonna let him out. Anywho, but don't think that the people who are trying to get him on the financial stuff are not still, because there's some people who are mad at him. So Jennifer Williams' husband allegedly has been alleged to be scamming in Atlanta. We'll talk about it at lunchtime. Um then we talked about Portia's husband. If you guys didn't catch that over the weekend, we talked about Simon. Simon is at the detention camp, y'all. Simon got picked up by ICE. I don't know if you know or not. We didn't talk about it over here, but um we talked about it over there. And baby, sir is, let me pull it up just because I know y'all love a receipt. And girl, there is a whole daddy gone situation. Daddy is gone. Okay. Daddy is over at the detention camp and he's not coming home no time soon. Okay. Simon Ior Gobadia, baby, U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, baby, he got picked up. He is over there at the Stewart Detention Center. Okay. Portia is probably right. Portia is going to brunch right now. She's dropping Pilar off at the daycare, and baby, she's in that ghost. Okay. I would not be surprised. Okay. I would not be surprised if she has that ghost all over Atlanta today, because sir is gone. Okay. You said Simon's all over Instagram. Girl, they talking about it. Girl, let me tell you something. If you go on the Real Housewives, you better, Andy Cohen, girl, Real Housewives, if you got stuff going on, baby, just understand it will be found out. Portia's husband getting detained. Phaedra's husband had federal charges. Apollo, Joe Judice, they said sir was hiding money, tax evasion. And then they were like, oh, and by the way, when your parents came here from Italy, yeah, they never naturalized you. So Joe, you're getting deported. Teresa, you're going to jail. I mean, Real Housewives, if you are out here on the low trying to be front and center but got problems, baby, they are not, the FBI is not going to hesitate coming for you. Okay. So yeah, Simon is over there at the detention camp. That's what everybody's saying. I did low key put up a poll and I asked, do you think that Portia called ICE on Simon? Because Simon's trying to take her Bentley and she was not happy about that. So she probably was like, Ninja, what? Hello. Um, you might be looking for somebody. They are landing. They're coming in about 10 minutes. And they're not supposed to be here. Okay, is this anonymous? Okay, thank you. Girl, in custody. Okay, Nigeria, baby. Okay, Simon. Okay, so that's some daddy gone. What was the other daddy gone? Christian, he's a daddy gone. He's, they say he's a YouTube streets deadbeat. He's been in and out of child support court, Mr. Christian Gold. And girl, he is not paying his child support. He's got probation revocation situation on today. If you want to hear more details about that, we will be talking about that over on Real Talk Bougie at lunchtime. That's another daddy gone situation. I probably would have called. Girl, if it's between you and getting your Bentley, I guess it's like, at least I can drive it until he comes. Now, can he sue her from Nigeria? I guess, but baby, I don't know how those lawsuits get addressed. Not Teresa again. No, not again. Did she get arrested again? But you remember Teresa went to jail, her and Joe. And then after Teresa went first, then Joe went, and then Joe got deported. I know Teresa got married again. But girl, is Teresa? I stopped watching New Jersey a little while ago. I used to love Housewives New Jersey. Girl, what did Teresa do to her mouth? Look at this. Teresa is so pretty, and baby, she needs to leave her face alone. She messed up. It's almost like I don't know if she went to the same people little Kim went to, but baby, it's bad. Um, Look at that. What did she do to her mouth, y'all? Look at this. This is horrible. Teresa was really pretty, but I don't know what happened. But I think they say she's getting a divorce from the you see how I said it very New Jersey? They say she's getting a divorce from this guy. Girl, they were spending too much time at the tanning bed. I'll get caught up. I guess we could talk, I'll have some sort of a okay. I just need to get up to date on it. Um they got I don't know. I used to love New Jersey and I don't watch New Jersey like I used to. But anyway, let's get back to Atlanta. This crazy husband, okay? This is a bad situation. I don't know what he was thinking when he got with Keke Wyatt, but whatever he was thinking, baby, you got it all wrong. It's a mess, okay? Okay, yeah, I think she's getting a divorce. But I don't know that I'll have to get caught up. I'll find out and I'll let you know. I need to get my information straight. She needs girl, those lips are horrible. Whoever did that to her mouth needs to be smacked. They absolutely do. That is on some I'm going to yank your license and you do not deserve like what? It looks like she went to one of those parties, right? Where you pay a certain amount and you get champagne and shots. Remember they used to do that? They used to have like an esthetician or some sort of nurse practitioner or just some random person who said that they could do them and you would get it was shots and champagne. I never went to anything like that, but I only heard about it. I only heard about it, shots and champagne, and that's it. That's all. Let's get into it, guy. Mr. Zackariah David. Okay. Jesus, the name above all names. He said he needed to get this in because he's not going to have time for this foolishness. He's getting ready to go into full-time ministry, but he had to take a detour because baby Keke Wyatt sleeping with her cousin while still married after Zackariah David left. Did he know how to name that video or did he name that video? He said, I'm going to get my views. Don't play with me. Okay. That this each video is equally crazy, but we're gonna go to the middle one first. Okay. It's his glasses for me.
Has his reasons.
Hold on. And he is, it's giving a certain like you guys comment down below. You guys, I want you guys to make your own have your own opinion. I don't want to influence the opinions in one way or another, but you guys already know, baby, it's a mess. It's giving messy and a mess. Um let's just I'm going to put it on 1.25. That's still very listenable. And baby, go warm up your coffee, get your little snack real quick cuz baby, this is a mess. It's hilarious. Okay. Oh, and I was telling you the story. I was listening to this when this came on, I was in the kitchen making a oh my god, this soup came out so good. Um Went got some turkey wings. I got turkey wings and 3 turkey legs. The turkey wings I get come with the complete wing, so the wing and the drumette, which are huge, right? So I reserved one set of wings and put that in the freezer. So so it was 3 drums and 1 full wing and a big white onion. If you like to make soup, get your turkey and then big white onion, 4 cloves of garlic, big bell pepper, sweet pepper, and a jalapeno. Okay, as much as you want or as little as you want. And then I used 2 extra large chicken broth in there. I used a little bit of better than bouillon and slap yo mama, Tony Sacheries, a little bit of idea complete. You just got to season it to your taste. um I put lemon pepper in there and some onion garlic, excuse me, some what is it called, garlic salt, right? And I don't use onion pepper, what is it called, onion powder, my bad. um I let it cook. I was gonna put some potatoes in there, but I didn't. And that's what I was doing while I was listening to this. Anyway, it came out so good. My husband likes my soup better than like the canned soup. So while it's cold right now, I send him to work with a thermos of soup, and he likes homemade soup better. So I put noodles in it when I make it in the, so like this morning I dropped a thing of noodles. So I got the fettuccine, but it's in that nest. You know how it's like in a little, it's like in a ball size thing. So I dropped the ball into the thermos, and then I put some of the meat, and then I put super duper hot, boiling hot, scalding broth in there, and then I seal it. So then by the time he eats it, like let's say now, the noodles are already done. So you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's a good way to do it. You loved my lunches, thank you. When I get some time, I'll do it again. It's just I stopped. But I do like to film lunches. I do. I should try to do it at least. I should try to do it like once a week just to show what I packed, but I kind of get really mundane with it because I do make the same things all the time. Like today I did so I did a sandwich bag with nuts, um 2 apples, 2 pears, 2 bananas. He eats a lot. But he's a man, so men eat more. Plus, he has a more physical job. He's outside, and so, um, all of his fruit, nuts, soup. I make a huge thermos of tea, and I use a orange spice. It's almost like a medicine ball. Orange spice, lemonade, and peppermint and mint. I use like 6 bags. It's a Stanley thermos. And then honey. It's so good. Okay. Um, he had some chicken wings. I put hot sauce on it, and then I made him a spinach salad with red onions, tomato, avocado, and ranch dressing. So he had a little salad. It's a decent sized salad. Chicken wings, yogurt with granola, blueberries and honey. He had, girl, so much food. It's enough food. It's enough. Um that was what I packed. It takes me about a half an hour to pack his lunch. Okay. Girl, a whole meal, and then comes home. This is the funny thing that my husband does. When he comes home from work, if he's really hungry, girl, he just goes and sit at the dining room table. It's hilarious to me because I'm just like, number one, also because the weird thing is, and I've never said that to him, is that my dad used to do the same thing all the time. The dining room was obviously right outside the kitchen, and my mom would be making dinner. My dad would come home from work, put his stuff down, get his, change his clothes, all those things. Girl, he would sit right at the table. I don't know if that's just a man thing. Does anyone else's man do that? They just go sit at the dining room table. Baby, he comes home, he will sit right at that table. I'm like, "Are you ready to eat?" "Yeah, I'm hungry." Like yes. Sit right at the table. That's your cue. Like, is dinner ready, or get it? And he will. If I'm not even in the kitchen, say it's just one of those days I'm taking a nap or something, or I'm doing something, and I haven't started dinner yet. I already know I got to get it in gear, because if he's sitting at the table, I already know he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, That's why I'm always stressing like, "Oh my god, what am I going to cook?" I don't know what I'm going to cook today. That's one of my questions. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm not sure. I might go ahead and thaw out this salmon cuz that's always like an easy dinner and I got some Brussels sprouts in there. I might do that cuz that's always easy. When I get off with you guys, I'm going to go put that salmon in the sink, let that thaw out cuz I still have soup, but the soup is really for the rest of this week. So when I finish with you guys too, I warmed it up this morning. Farrah had soup before she went to school. Um and with noodles and jar it up. I'm going to just go put it in some jars, let it cool down and put it in the refrigerator for the rest of the week cuz that's really soup that I made so he could have homemade soup for the rest of the week. So the salmon yeah, I'm going to do that with some Brussels sprouts and call it a day. And make myself a nice baked potato. You're having salmon too. Salmon is so easy. It's so easy, guys, right? Mom 87 still cooks and places my dad's plate on the dinner table every day when he oh, that's so sweet. That's just what we do. That's just what we do. Very sweet. Yeah, it's kind and it's so easy. And you know what? Salmon tastes so good, especially when you I don't know if everyone does this, but I just bathe it in lemon. And then when it comes out the oven, immediately take like half a lemon and just squirt it all over it. You know what I mean? Just the last, just I love when it's, zippy tasting, right? When it's got that zip to it. Anyway, this fool right here, sir, Mr. Zackariah David, baby, he's a mess. And this is a recipe for disaster with marriage, especially if you are a very masculine type female or a female that is really screwed in the head, which we know Keke has her challenge. Keke sings beautifully. Everybody loves Keke. Who don't love Keke? Some people might say they don't love Keke, but Keke is like that cousin, like girl, okay? And everybody who doesn't know Keke got issues? You miss salmon? You know what I like? I like some nice sauteed spinach, some nice sauteed cabbage. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Olive oil, lots of garlic, salt and pepper. Toss it around a very hot pan and some jasmine rice or just by itself. I mean, you got to eat like 2 bags of spinach for it to be satisfying, but damn it, I love sautéed spinach, cabbage, not so much kale. Kale, you have to do a little bit too much to it, but I don't mind some sauté kale. Or you know what? Sautéed collard greens is actually pretty good too. Kiki has a beautiful voice. She's definitely gifted, but This is this is the one of those, okay?
Son, I left again as I was stating in my.
Girl, he starts off like we were just talking 5 minutes ago, so don't be alarmed.
Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I had to come back on here because the video ended and I accidentally cut it off. And but I wanted to come back on here and
Did he get that ring from the same jewelry store as Kiki?
finish what I was saying. And so I want to tell you guys that I haven't been able to see my children for over a year. I was only able to see my son. I left again as I was stating in my testimony. I left in November the 4th, 2023, November the 4th or so,
I'm gonna have to make myself
2023.
a fresh cup of
And I did
coffee
not
on
see my
this.
son, Kiriah, until
Not Kiraya.
the end of June, which was the divorce court for me. And
You know when you have to make a name out of your man's name, the sex was good, okay? He's not giving awesome, but that's Kiki's choice. You know what I'm saying? Like was good for her may not be good for me, okay? But girl, Kiraya. So Kiki and Zackariah, Kiraya, okay?
Keke Wyatt, where we would have the divorce finalized. And I wasn't able to talk to him and see my kids. It was impossible for me to call her because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling, the verbal abuse. That's
You can't tell us that it just started. You didn't know she was a nut job when you got with her?
done for life,
How do we know and you didn't know?
as I stated. And so
We knew. Who,
at this particular time,
if you're in the chat right now, did you not know? Who has to tell you Keke is special?
right,
Keke is a little loopy.
I wasn't able to talk to them anyway because her and her cousin were living together.
Stop it.
Call it allegedly or whatever you want
Why did he pick up a picture?
to say. November the 3rd, I'm sorry, the 4th or so after I left, 3 weeks later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers. That's these guys.
He's calling out names.
Okay. Now I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me.
I love when someone is new to YouTube and they feel like they got to tell us stuff. We know you're looking in the monitor. We can tell you're talking to yourself and not to us. It's okay, sir. Just keep dropping the tea.
The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at my
Sir, we go here. We know. We know. We know.
self.
We know.
But the camera's over here, so don't pay any attention to that. So anyway,
He
I was not.
Sir, it's your first time filming a video. It's not our first time watching. We know you knew. We know you're new.
Able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time,
She
as I
can
expressed, my oldest
sing. She
son
can sing.
was bumping into me. She had confronted my oldest son. I was the stepfather, his stepfather.
Okay, let's go back just a little bit. Okay.
Later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers. That's these guys. Okay. And I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me. The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at myself. But the camera's over here, so don't pay any attention to that. So anyway, I was not able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time, as I expressed, my oldest son was bumping into me. She had confronted my oldest son. I was the stepfather, his stepfather, for stealing her money. And he had been taking out over $100 a day, and she allowed it to go on for about 7 days. And so he had racked up over $1,000 he had taken from her out of the ATM. He was taking $100 out of the ATM, plus him and his girlfriend Zackariah were spending $250 to $300 every other day. The expenses were every other day was like $300, $250 was racking up every 2 days of them going out to eat, going to different places, to fun places and stuff, and
Fun
ordering
places.
stuff off Amazon. My second oldest son, again, was the stepfather. That's why I'm talking like this. He had recently, I don't know, 5 or 6 months prior, put the card, his mother's debit card, Keke's debit card, on his older brother's phone. Raja has had her debit card since he was 14 years old. She allowed him, when Michael Jamar, her ex-husband, left, Raja, she got him a card from the bank, another debit card, his own card, and at 14 had him paying the rent, the lease, the mortgage or whatever, the house, and paying bills. And so he would take her card and he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, he ate whatever he wanted to eat, steak, lobster, shrimp, it don't matter what, he got whatever he wanted. And in my time being there over 5.5 years, it's sometimes 5 and 6 boxes coming every day. Sometimes it was 2, but it was something coming almost every day from Amazon, it seemed like, from Raja with her money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She allowed it, and that's her business. I had no say so. And she was raising the older children, raising monsters. because they were spoiled. And so sometimes she would not give the children money. And Bean did not have her card for all these years. He recently, before I left in 2023, November 2023, again, as I stated, his older brother, his younger brother, Raja, who had the card since he was 14, he had it put on his Apple phone, on the iPhone, to where he could, buy stuff. He had the card on his phone.
Y'all, I just did that. I said, let me make this cute.
So it was the same thing as having a physical card. That recently had happened, just before I left. So Raja was doing whatever he wanted. He went through like 13 cars in 2 months' time, lying, fake pay stubs, and all this stuff to get it done, to get the vehicles, and doing all this mess, getting checks from CarMax, and all this foolishness that they could, they knew it would put him in prison, put him in jail. Fraud.
Well, I hope he's not doing it in Fulton County, because if he's over here doing it and he's getting busted, he will end up in jail. He will end up racking up enough. They'll let him rack up enough, and then it'll be bye-bye, Raja.
And so I couldn't say anything about this. I knew all along. She was so ignorant. He'll tell her, mom, deposit this check from me, from CarMax or whatever. Oh, okay. How did you get this? Dummy. God forgive me. Just ignorant. And so
Girl, he called her a whole dummy, okay?
With all that being said,
girl, they will get him with a RICO.
She confronted she confronted Bean. He was the only one that was called into the room. And confronted him about taking her money. Now Raja, on the other hand, for the most part, she never confronted Raja. She allowed him to do whatever. He buy stuff.
Okay, let me just say this real quick. Is he disgruntled, or is he dropping? I do think that even though he's a little weird, he's probably telling us some real stuff, because there's no way. I used to watch, Keke has a YouTube channel, and Keke has had reality show. Keke is, ooh, baby. It's like, remember Anna Nicole show? Remember back when Anna Nicole was on, had her show, and we saw all of that. So yeah, he's definitely disgruntled, but I do think he's dropping some tea. I really do. Because remember Anna Nicole was abusive. But Anna Nicole was a sweetheart, but she did not have her faculties, and she didn't know how to be with a man, and the men she selected were a bunch of punks. Okay. So this guy is obviously someone she thought she could control based on this story that he tells. Okay. Yeah, don't exaggerate. Just tell us the real, right? Like, she's sleeping with her cousin. I could probably believe that. I do.
Everyone. And it's just when it got outrageous. Sometimes,
let me make it not.
I remember
so
there being times, we were on our way to the airport, and all these different vehicles. He had gotten a Mercedes-Benz from CarMax, and she noticed he had withdrawn $1,500 after she left for work. I was driving her to the airport because she had a show. And she said, what are you doing? Did you just took out $1,500 and you didn't call me and ask me for what? Oh, mom, I got to fix this oil pan. I got to fix something on the truck. Didn't even say anything to her. He was that bold because he had been spending her money. Now, meanwhile, I didn't let Raja know, but Bean knew.
She got 11 kids.
My oldest son, Mimi knew. But I kept at least $15,000 cash in my car. I had a safe in my car. I also had 2 different accounts.
Can we park on the safe in the car for a second? You had your money. He didn't. So that means you didn't have a safe place as the man of the house in the house where you had privacy, I would imagine. If you had to keep your stuff in your car, sir, you were not living there. That's like not living there. How are you as the man of the house got to keep your money and your safe not even in your own closet? You don't have a closet?
And Miss Wyatt, when I came into the marriage, she told me, she said that she would like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, I'm not here for that. No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business. I'm not there for that. Again, excuse me if I'm looking off. The camera is over here, but this is better with me talking, just doing it this way. So y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this.
He said, when I married Miss Wyatt, she told me she wanted to be private with her money. And I said, well, I'm not here for that. You could be private with your money. Keke wanted you to come pay that mortgage. Okay. I don't know if he paid the mortgage or not, but I know he had to drop something off along with that dick because they had babies while they were married, right? She got 11 kids. People magazine has it right here, y'all. Let's just run through it very quickly so we know who everybody is. Some are adults, okay? Um I'm over here on People magazine. Keke obviously didn't mind because this is on People. Keke Wyatt, 11 kids. This is January 6, 2025, okay? So here she is with her daughter, Legendary. Oh, this is at the Legendary Style Soiree. And she is with Miss Little something, Miss Little Keke. Okay. We'll find out her name in a minute. So this is Kiva. Is it Keever? Keever Wyatt? This is Raja. This is the one he's talking about who is helping himself to the money. Okay. Mr. Raja. Then we got Kitara. Okay, Kitara. Girl, get it. Get it, girl. And Michaela. And then Kimar. Then Wyatt Michael. Okay. Little Miss Kiyoshi Bella. Okay, little Miss Kiyosha. Kendall. Okay. Kendall Miguel. Is it Kiraya? Is that his baby? Yeah, that must be his baby. Kiraya David. Okay. That's him right there. Is it Keziah? Okay. I don't think I counted 11, but maybe she can't show all her kids. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. That's 2. So Keke and Michael welcomed their son, Kendall Miguel. Okay, so Kendall Miguel, girl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think she had one child pass away, so maybe they didn't show a picture of that child. I think, right? Okay, so we see all of the churn. All right, let's get back to Sir.
Whatever. He buy stuff. He buy whatever. She was so ignorant. He'll tell her mom deposit this check from me from CarMax or whatever. Oh, okay. How did you get this?
Hey, Elizabeth.
Dummy.
Hey, boo boo.
God forgive me. Just ignorant.
Good morning,
so with all that
everybody.
being
Happy
said,
Monday, y'all.
She confronted she confronted Bean. He was the only one that was called into the room. He was the only one that was called into the room and confronted him about taking her money. Now Raja, on the other hand, for the most part, she never confronted Raja. She allowed him to do whatever. He buy stuff. He buy whatever he want. And it's just when it got outrageous sometimes, I remember there being times, we were on our way to the airport and all these different vehicles. He had gotten a Mercedes-Benz from CarMax, and she noticed he had withdrawn $1,500 after she left for work. I was driving her to the airport because she had a show. And she said, "What are you doing? You just took out $1,500 and you didn't call me and ask me for what?" "Oh, Mom, I got to fix this oil pan. I got to fix something on the truck." Didn't even say anything to her. He was that bold because he had been spending her money. Now, meanwhile, I didn't let Raja know, but Bean knew, my oldest son, Mimi knew, but I kept at least $15,000 cash in my car. I had a safe in my car. I also had 2 different accounts. And Miss White,
Who wants to bet he still got that safe in his car?
when I came into the marriage, she told me, she said that she would like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, "I'm not here for that." No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business. I'm not there for that. Again, excuse me if I'm looking off. The camera is over here, but this is better with me talking. If I'm looking to the bank, she walked up by, like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, "I'm not here for that." No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business. I'm not there for that. Again, excuse me if I'm looking off. The camera is over here, but this is better with me talking, just doing it this way. So y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this in the bud because it's actually foolishness, but I have to nip this in the bud as before I go into full-time ministry. And
Y'all, when he said that, I died. I got to nip this in the bud because I'm getting ready to go into full-time ministry.
this is better with me talking, just doing it this way. So y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this in the bud because it's actually foolishness, but I have to nip this in the bud as before I go into full-time ministry. And so
I
this is
love
the day
that.
that I had to leave that house forever. And God set it up. He used the older kids, Bean and Raja, primarily Bean at the time. And so, and Raja. And so she brought Bean into questioning for taking their money that day that I had to leave and stealing their money. He began to lie. He lied even on my older sister, saying that he had to get edibles and he had to send all this stuff to Arizona. And he had to send all these things.
Girl, he had to get some edibles
and whatnot, lying on her that this is where the money was going to. And it was him and Takaya ordering stuff off the internet, clothes, you name it, going out to eat, spending it, different spots, fun spots that they're going to, and without saying anything to her. And so, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, well, then why were you, if you spend it $200-$300 a day, you and Takaya, why are you taking out $100 a day? Oh, well, I was just taking it out because I didn't want you to be mad. I didn't want to take out too much. It was just a bunch of mess. And so Raja ended up coming in the room. And so he's coming in the room to so-called take up for his older brother. And because Raja was his mother, she looked at him like that was her God. And that's why she allowed him, all the children knew, to do whatever he wanted to do. You know, he didn't have to, Raja, the older children, they didn't have to respect nobody but Keke, their mother. She'll jump on them. She'll put her hands on them, slap them, beat them down, whatever.
Yeah,
but anybody else
when you get one of them good old fashioned beat downs from Mom, okay, you already know not to play but so much. As soon as Mom turns around, got that look in her eyes, she getting ready to tear your ass up. It's time to button either get ready because you messed up, and or shut up and go to your room until things cool down. Because Mom getting ready to wear your ass out.
Anything to her kids, the thought was, she'll kill them. She'll take them out. I'll kill you for messing with my children. For if you say one word to my kids, her children were her God, but Raja was her God. And so she allowed him to just do what, and so she created a monster. Plenty of times, there's this particular story. My oldest son was with Mimi, and they were in the Suburban, and he always was involved with road rage. He hated most human beings, people. He didn't like people. And the only people he liked was someone that would kiss his behind. And I was always kissing behind. I kissed all my children behind. It wasn't fake. It was love. But you get sick and tired. I love my children. I look past them being spoiled and them having these monstrous characteristics. But she caused it by the way she raised them. She raised them to not have to respect anybody but her and everything like that. One particular occasion, my kids came home and told my oldest son, Mimi, they were probably afraid. Raja, there was a lady he was following. She didn't get out of the way quick enough. He was trying to bully her. He had a big old Suburban that belonged my wife, her Suburban, and he followed the woman home and did donuts in her yard, in her flower bed, and tore up her whole yard. And the children were worried. Mimi and Bean, anyone could have came out with a firearm and laid them down, out of the house. It could have been deadly. And stuff like this happened. Calling women in Kroger's in different places the B word, the BITCH word. 440.
Sir, if you're going to spell it, you may as well say it. Okay.
50-year-old black women, 50-year-old black women, and she could have had a son in the parking lot. She could have had a son in the store or anything, and it would have been over.
She could have just came from Pilates and kicked his ass.
You're getting chased home on the freeway because he done pissed somebody off or did some type of road rage foolishness, and calling his mother, saying he had to call the police. He's afraid somebody's trying to follow him home, that they're going to try to kill him. Because he has done something foolish. He done flicked somebody off. He done did this and that. He's going over 100 miles an hour trying to get away from them now. So he would do stuff, but then be a coward and not be able to back it up and want somebody, put his mother and me or anybody else in jeopardy to have to defend him. And so this young man, when I turn 21, I'm gonna get a gun. And we weren't mad at each other or anything at the time, but I remember it was just a little discussion. He said, "Yeah, Zach, you too big. I would have to shoot you." I grew up around Detroit, Michigan. I live in the suburbs, but every time I went out, somebody was getting killed. Individuals, 2 or 3 people getting shot to death. I've had people shot and killed standing 20 feet away from me the bullets rang out. 15 shots from a 40 caliber handgun. I've been at the cabaret years ago where I was with friends and with the wrong crowd, you know, and a birthday party at a cabaret in Detroit, Michigan. And the bouncers put drug dealers out and they roughed them up, throwing them out. They went back to their cars, got sawed-off shotguns and AR-15s, and came back, shooting everybody, shooting the bouncers. And because I am a big guy, I look like a bouncer. I had to go run and dive into the coat closet and tell the doorman, lock it up before we get killed, because they would have killed me thinking that I was a bouncer. They were shooting all the security because of how big I was. So I'm giving all this information to tell you how serious this stuff was. So I'm a gentle giant, but I'm not no pusher. I'm like a real life Rambo. When you go to these car shows and stuff, you need about 200 rounds of ammunition and the Tommy gun or Uzi. And so I'm not going to get into what I carried or what I had or any of that, but I'm not the one. I am a man of God. But you remember the movie Rambo, he told everybody, he said he was a nice guy. He said, I didn't do anything. And at the end of the day, everybody got laid down. So I have to run away from stuff and separate myself. I got time. We don't tolerate bullies. We don't tolerate the games, and we separate ourselves from the foolishness, because that's Satan's agenda, to try to get you behind bars or to get you in your grave. And so too many people have died. Too many people I've known. And yeah, I've been in circumstances, and the biggest and the baddest. And, even some months ago, I told friends of mine, I said, listen, God said, I'm not to be in any circumstances, environments where I have to fight, or where I have to deal with a situation or violence or anything like that. God has me from full-time ministry, and you guys can't put me into anything I don't need to be. Well, my sister got punched in the mouth. She's not my biological sister. She's like a sister to me through my brother, my little brother Pierre, my former pastor's son. And so his wife ended up, my sister, his wife, she ended up getting punched in front of me by a member of the family, an uncle, who was supposed to be the baddest man in town, known for beating people up.
Not
and
the
guess what? He
baddest
got
man
laid
in
down.
town.
I had to restrain him.
Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Why did that just remind me of that song? Everything is a karaoke moment. If you're new here, okay. But he said he's supposed to be the baddest man in town. Okay. My God, I'm confused. What is this? Okay, Bella. What does it have to do with Keke sleeping with her cousin? He gonna get to it though. Okay. Someone came in and said, "Who is this, sir? Stay on topic, please." Okay, sir, stay. Sir, you have a lot of information to tell us. Could you please stay on topic? Yes, I agree. Okay. Who is this? Keke Wyatt, ex-husband, Zachary David spills the tea. Okay. I put a banner just because, girl, why not?
Got punched
right?
in the mouth. She's not my biological sister. She's like a sister to me through my brother, my little brother Pierre, my former pastor's son. And so his wife ended up, my sister, his wife, she ended up getting punched in front of me by a member of the family, an uncle, who was supposed to be the baddest man in town, known for beating people up. And guess what? He got laid down. I had to restrain him, and he got laid down. And God don't want me in those type of situations. And I bless his name. I have to say all of this. I have to say all this. I have to get all this out because we're just keeping it real. Okay. So just because a person is nice and just because they're easygoing does not mean that they are pushovers. And that is who I am. I am not a pushover. And so I fear the Lord. I love the Lord. And I repent when I'm wrong or if I do wrong. And so anyway, I told that story to say that I have wisdom, even while I wait for wisdom. I have enough discernment to understand that you have to be careful. So anyway, going back into this, she dealt with the older son, and he's apologized, mom, and and she accepted and everything, and it was not even a slap on the wrist or whatever. I kept my mouth closed because I didn't have a voice. Well, anyway, they left the room, and they went out there. Raja sat around the corner. But before he had left out the room, he called my sister fake, Maria, talking about I tried to talk to her. He tried to talk to his auntie, my older sister. And Um, and she was being fake. And so he lied on my sister. And then he said, I don't like being around any fake people. And so, which was referring to me that he didn't like being around. I'm in the room and I'm fake and everything. And so he left the room. Bean and his older brother did too. Well, he went out there and sat down. Bean he went out over, like going over towards his place or his room or whatever. And Raja sat in the chair. Well, I came over there and started talking to Raja, and he was afraid because he had just called me fake. And he started bringing up, well, you restrained mom. I don't know if you'll restrain us, or you gonna restrain me, because he was talking crazy. And I'm in his, I'm in his face. I'm just like, Raja was, just keep it, never threatened, never talking about he had a dream that I restrained him and all this stuff. These kids, he would call me broke ASS. I'm tired of these broke A and I, you know the word, NIWG, and to referring to his biological father. When, like I said, I had 2 accounts and I kept like $15,000 in the trunk.
Sir, $15,000. I'm not trying to discount your $15K, but sir, if that's all you got, that's all you got. But he's saying he kept $15K in the trunk. Okay, but he didn't know that. Remember, he thought you were a brocade. Okay. Hi, Shay. Hey, boo. Y'all, he called Kiki's kids run around there calling him stepdaddy season. Broken. Keke can't keep a man probably because the kids run him off. Let me show you which one he's talking about. He's talking about this one right here. I'm not saying a word. She's talking about this one right here. Keke and Ramont. This is Raja Key Morton. Okay. Raja Key Morton. Keke and Ramont welcomed their second child, Raja, February 27, 2002. At the age 13. Oh, he's the one who had leukemia. So maybe that's what it was. Someone said that maybe Keke feels guilty and that's why she doesn't handle him. Maybe it's because he went through his cancer bout, but he must be cancer free now. He looks good. That's Raja. That's the one that he is complaining about, sir, over there. People have to know, if you're gonna deal with Keke Wyatt, it's stepdaddy season, period. Okay.
Of my car, whenever they needed something, put $500 in his hand. No, thank you. Not even a thank you. Talking about he lost money of work. He never worked. He didn't have a job or anything. And he some little job he's supposed to have started. He lost $500 to me. I put it in his hand, but not even a thank you. Being his older brother, most of the time I'd have to give Raja money because he had the card. He would tell me, oh, I don't need that, Zach. I have the card. His mother's card, debit card. And so it was monsters, the older children in the house. Bean, Mimi, anytime they needed money, they knew they'd come to their daddy. I was daddy until I stood up for myself, because I was always kissing their behind, and they wasn't used to me saying anything. I couldn't tell them to wash the dishes. I couldn't tell them to take out the trash. Don't tell me nothing. They didn't even like their own mother telling them anything. But she's in their house, and it's gonna be a beat down. She's gonna jump on you. This woman, Keke, she pulled a gun on her own son because him and his younger sister were fighting. Mimi, at 13 years old or something, Bean, the older son, went and got food. He came home. They had some words. I guess Mimi was like, why didn't you get me something or something? And she got, let me see, Bean got in her face or something like that, like, shut up, leave me alone or whatever. And he got in her face, she said, and she told him to back up, and she hauled off and punched him 5 or 6 times, knocked his glasses off and everything. And Takai, his girlfriend, was there, and she's yelling. And we run down the steps. We right up in the bedroom, and here Bean done fell on her like a dork. And I love my oldest son. Stepfather, it don't matter. These I was married to family.
These kids,
it don't matter. The kids, they just spoiled. And so he falls on her like a dork. He's not used to fighting or anything like that. I'd have been in, my brother was a world class wrestler. Okay, he was an Olympic wrestler. My nephew wrestled for Arizona State. We some bad boys. We not the one. Somebody's gonna want to put them bullets in us, and it would be wise to do so versus fighting us. No, we were just keeping it real over here. Okay, but and so he falls on her, and so his mother, Keke, she runs and dives and puts her hand into the diaper bag and pulls out her 9mm handgun.
Not a 9mm in the diaper bag. Keke is with the shits, y'all.
She had the bullets right there. She snapped it. She put the
girl. She put
the clip
in the diaper
cocked it back,
bag,
and had a finger on the trigger, and was holding it 3 feet away from his chest, ready to blow him away, empty it all in him. She said, "So you fighting my older daughter? You down here fighting I'm sorry, you fighting your little sister? I'm sorry, I said that wrong. She was 13, Bean was like 21, something like that. You down here fighting your little sister, jumping on your little sister, whatever." And he's telling her, shoot me. I don't want to live anyway. Kill me. I don't want to live anyway. I had to come back on here and give the whole scoop. Okay. I had to come back on here and just tell it like it is.
We need to
and get all this information out. This is my story. Okay. This is what went down in Miss Keke Wyatt's house. Okay. And so it wasn't our house, it was her house.
Yeah.
And so she was always calling me broke and all of this stuff. But her money was her money. And I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know however much money she had. That was never none of my business.
The thing that got me is when me and Keke got together, she said she wanted to be private with her money.
She didn't know that I had money coming in. That was none of her business. Remember, her money was none of my.
How are y'all married? And you guys, so I would want to know, was there a financial agreement? Were you required to handle certain bills, or did you have to just cake her off? I know you weren't living there for free. If she's calling you a brokey, why is she calling you a brokey? You were not handling something. So if she's calling you a brokey and she's handling everything, what are you doing as a man other than caking off the kids? I don't understand what your role was. Was it just to provide semen?
My business. My money was none of her business. Since we're doing it that way, I'm not there for that. I'm there, and so I could drop down $700 weekly. Oh, keep that. Don't say that for dinner tonight. Tip the waitress, because she'll tip the waitress $500, $600, $350, $400.
Well, you taking 11 damn kids out. You probably, I don't know what you were spending on food, but I don't understand. It doesn't sound like he was managing the household as the man. So paying the mortgage, paying the rent, handling certain bills so she could shut the fuck up. It sounds like Keke carries the load and she'll tell him to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? As one of these type of women who wants to have some in-house dick.
Not rich, okay, but I did have money coming in, and I didn't have to work. I had money coming in monthly, weekly. She didn't know about it.
What kind of check were you getting? Was he getting a check?
But I don't know about hers. It's there for love and family, right? And so I'm with you. I'm like, cool, And so anytime the children needed money or something, they knew they could come to me. And where did I go? To the car. The only person I kept that from was Raja, because
go to the car.
He loved money,
Go to the car.
So, but I had a safe money anyway in the whip. He could have got in there, but whatever.
He had a safe in the whip. I almost feel like he's got a list of keywords off to the side because he is cracking me up.
And so,
he's getting a whole
check.
He
could if he found it, or he knew, he could have taken the safe and just try to saw it open. I don't know, whatever. So, but Mimi and them they knew every time I go to the car, I get the cash, let alone bank account. With all that being said, she pulled a gun on this boy, her son, and he's like, she jumped on me, started hitting me, and all this stuff like that. And I'm crying because she ready to kill this boy, shoot him down. So anyway, she ends up putting him out the house. I ended up talking to her. I ended up going to get my son. He don't walk blocks and blocks away. I end up having to go find my son. He don't walked away from the house. And I'm crying and crying. And I bring him back to that house. And I said, baby, please, I'll take care of it. But don't do him like this. Yeah, my oldest son, because I loved all the children. Okay. That's the type of stuff that went on. So anyway, fast forward a few years later, he's going to the hotel gyms. I repetitiously lift 405, 5 and 6 times for reps. I can do 4 or 5 sets of those, and 15 times, and a max bench press of 500 pounds. But he's got the hotel weights, 25, 35 pounds hotel weights, and he's a bad man now. In other words, young men filling their oats or what are filling themselves. And so anyway, fast forward back to the situation at hand, her having to get on him for taking her money. I'm talking to Raja. Bean comes and starts bumping into me. And the reason why he was bumping into me is he's still upset because a month prior, I had to leave and leave the state, go to my sister's house because I had to tell my oldest Bean, stop following me around the house. he was upset, talking about why did I get into it with the nurse? I didn't get into it with the nurse. The nurse had given me her hand. I was asking her a question about the baby's medication. Nobody was there. Raja came on in at the end. He didn't even hear nothing. None of that. He just heard me and his mother arguing, her fussing, yelling at me, and then I started. What he didn't know, I was getting cussed out for an hour while I was at CVS. While I was gone, what's taking me so long? And all this trying to get Keke Zion's medication. Well, I come back home, and she is still cussing, and you didn't have to be gone all that long. And I'm sitting up there waiting at CVS to get his vital, very important, his medication he has to have. And so I asked the nurse, and the nurse gave me the hand. She's doing something or whatever. And I said, and I whispered to Keke at the time, I said, you see that? And just whispered, oh, she didn't do nothing. What you jumping on her for? To throw me up under the bus with the nurse. And then it's like I did something. And what I did at that point, I exposed her. I said, the way you disrespect me, cuss me out in front of these children, the nurses, the oldest kids don't have no respect for me. The nurses don't have no respect for me. The nurse have to use the bathroom. She's running all the way to the other side of the house and going upstairs if Keke's getting her nails done to give her my youngest son, Keziah, versus giving me the baby because the nurse they didn't have respect for me for how she treated me. She had no respect for me as her husband. None. And so it becomes a thing of how Miss Barbara, what did I do to Miss Barbara? And it did nothing. It wasn't even about her. I had whispered to Keke and said, she gave me the hand. And Barbara didn't do nothing. And that's how that got started. Okay. The oldest kid. And so Beans followed me around. I don't know if he had a crush on her or what. He liked Miss Barbara. And so he followed me around about, you're a deadly weapon. You got to be careful. You're a deadly weapon and you scare people. And like he going to do something. I finally told him. I was sitting down. He's hovering over me. I said, son, get away from me. Didn't your sister just beat you up 2 years ago, a year and a half ago? What do you think I'm going to do? Get away from me. Quit following me around. Because I knew if I restrained him or I jumped on him, then Keke is going to go run and get her gun or go get her knife. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay everybody down. No, no, and be like this behind prison walls. Like I'm a dummy. No. So I told him that, and his
what am I gonna do? Go lay everybody down.
And so anyway, that's the reason why he bumped into me the last time that I had to leave. That's the reason why he was bumping into me. Okay, because he was had told me when I came back even from my sister's house in front of his mother. He went to go sit. He didn't even know it, but I was inviting him out for breakfast. I was knocked on his window one day. It was early in the morning and he was taking the kids to school. And I knocked on his window. I came all around the house.
It was early in the morning and you're the daddy. You say you're the daddy. He's taking the kids to school. So Big Brother is doing, I would say, your job. I don't know if Keke was out of town, but if he's taking the kids to school, why are you not taking the kids to school?
And it scared him.
You act like you're one of the kids. You're trying to find your place in the house. When you came in laying up in that master bedroom suite, you should have let it be known that you are the man of the house. But the kids are doing man of the house things. So Keke has one of her kids paying bills for her, managing money to pay, I guess she doesn't have time to do it. One of the kids is doing her accounting. Let's say it more professional. She got one of the kids paying her bills. So if the kids are paying the bills, if she's got one of the big kids managing household accounts, let's say it like that, like a house manager. Sir, what are you doing? All you got to do is lay pipe. That was your job. You're mad because you realized that you were a pipe layer. You got married. You thought you were getting a wife, but Keke actually just wanted some in-house dick. Oh.
And I was invited, can I take you to breakfast? And he didn't even know because I was going to confront him away from his mother. And son, we would have seen how bad you really were. Okay, but God don't want that. God didn't call me. I wasn't allowed to be a daddy anyway. Okay, I was raised up. The children get their teeth knocked out of their mouth for the way I've seen these kids disrespect their parents and me and stuff like that. Listen, I'm never violent to the children. Any of that. I kissed their behind. I was always kissing their behind.
Did he say I sucked? He almost said I sucked.
Listen, I'm never violent to the children. Any of that. I kissed their behind and stuff like that. Listen, I'm never violent to the children. Any of that. I kissed their behind and stuff like that.
What was you sucking on, sir?
Listen, I'm never violent to the children. Any of that. I kissed their behind. I was always kissing their behind. And it was sincere. I loved them. I was trying to teach them, that
Zackariah, you're not ready for YouTube, sir. You got to stop talking so much because you setting yourself up to be dragged, okay? And I'm here for it. I don't mind it at all. But, sir, you don't be mad. Don't be mad. Y'all, we're going to go over to Kiki's Instagram in a minute because mom done got a new boyfriend in the house, okay? Okay? Kiki's over there in the bed, girl. It looks like a whole damn daycare exploded, and she got a whole man running around with Mr. Zackariah's baby. That's probably why he lost it. I don't know if that's Zackariah's baby or not. I would imagine they've been divorced. Let's see. We don't. I'm gonna just say it might be safe to assume that might be okay, mastermind. Oh, Freudian slip. We're gonna see. We're gonna go over to Kiki's and see what's going on. Last time we were at Kiki's, Kiki was at the jewelry store complaining about something that was supposed to be a Rolex, and it was nothing but a Folex. Sis was having a damn fit. Okay.
You're going to cease to exist if you get out here in the real world and you keep doing this. Somebody's gonna get you. My younger daughter, Mimi, she's trying to fight people, grown women, 45-year-old black women at the mall, talking about she gonna beat their A and all, not knowing if that woman got a beat her up, got a knife in her purse, or let alone a firearm. And then I have to get a call about my younger daughter not cease to exist. Okay. Well, shortly after she had whooped a bean and he fell on her and was holding it down, she was stopping the mess, kicking him, whatever. And Kiki had pulled a gun on. A couple years later, she was spitting in Kimar, my younger son. He recorded the video. She was spitting in his boy's face. Kimar sent the video to me. He showed me. I had it on my phone. I kind of hinted at it, but I told him I saw the video. I had it on my phone where she's spitting in this boy's face on the bus, calling him all type of bitchs and all this stuff, spitting, flying in his face. Well, he walked away from him. He walked away from him, and something she kept going on with it or whatever, bullying him, and somehow or another he ended up turning around, her talking about he's scared and this and that. Anyway, he ended up beating her up. Listen, he broke her nose, he got the better of her, and he beat her up. And guess what happened? She was on the bus, unconscious, and we got a call. We were out of town for one of Kiki's shows. She was unconscious, not breathing. And Kiki's running around the hotel. She had a show. This is before a show, about to lose her mind, and calling Andre and all this on the phone, and everybody praying and everything and all this. Y'all, I'm very embarrassed having to tell all of this.
I can't
Nightmare
tell.
on Elm Street.
I can't tell.
Freddy Krueger.
He said the house is Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger. That is a mess. He said it's on some Nightmare on Elm Street, y'all.
I said, God, why'd you do this to me? I believe this was this young lady's last chance. But let's get back to this. So that was the day, the whole reason for me, and I done took a half an hour explaining it. The whole reason for me leaving the first time. And guess what? So when he bumped into me, I started cussing. Back to my son. Bumping into me. Man, I started cussing and going off. I said, here, I've humbled myself for 5.5 years putting up with you and Raja, with your disrespectful mouths. And here I humble, and he acting like he want to fight. He didn't want to fight me. He was trying to get me to provoke his mother, and I already knew what was going to happen. If I put my hands on that boy, she was going to run to the knife drawer. And I carry a filet mignon, and it wasn't going. We're not going there.
Wait, he carries a filet mignon. What kind of gun is that? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Mignon, and my hands on that boy, she was going to run to the knife drawer, provoke his mother. And I already knew what was going to happen. If I put my hands on that boy, she was going to run to the knife drawer. And I carry a filet mignon. And it wasn't going. We're not going there. We're not. You're not going to stab me, Miss Kiki. You're not going to kill me. I had thrown her
you're not
gun
gonna
clip
stab
away
me, Miss Kiki,
a month ago before that happened because I saw something coming. I said, you're not going to shoot me. Yeah, I've had the gun like I expressed, waved at me 45, 50 times. She be calling me bees, broke this, broke that. I'm the one carrying all her bags through the airport, 80 pounds. You know, it seemed like 100 pounds. What I'm carrying all her like by hand. I'm a strong dude. Okay, all through the airport. It don't matter how long. I didn't need a cart. Okay, suitcase, you name it. Okay, and
she's calling you all kinds of weird shit, and you're still running around carrying all her stuff. Okay, I'm trying to find out what a filet mignon is. Filet mignon gun. It's a fancy Ruger. Okay.
Driver She said, "You're not my security. You're not my security." That's why I wore what I wore. Tank them. All people talking about black. I was depressed. Tank top, a knockout drag out outfit. In other words, when I went to shows, they like, "Why are we here?" They would laugh at me. Like, dude, as big as you are, why are we even? We need the police. You know, I'm just like my brother, a world-class wrestler. I'm not the one. Not the
I'm not the
one. All this bully
one.
stuff and all
I'm
this
not
stuff. And so anyway,
one.
dang, I ended up cussing, going off, and I really wanted to teach them a lesson, but I have to go on. Raja called the police. He calls the police right then and there with his arrogant self, his coward self, talking about that I got guns. I'm having them in hostage, holding them in hostage, and this is all on the Ring camera. And she only played chopped up a shorter version of me cussing to make me look bad and showing my older sister and showing everybody. But you didn't show my older son coming bumping shoulders with me and trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. Now, what if he would have brushed your shoulders, Keke? Would you have stabbed him? You already held that gun 3 feet away, ready to shoot him down dead. Okay? Because you don't care about your life and you're a maniac. You're a lunatic. Okay?
Okay.
The Ring camera. She has a short recorded clip of me going off on them and but not being bumping. All that was recorded, and she just played a little chopped up. It's bad when somebody knows what's going on and there's so much of a liar. She said if her children killed somebody, if they took somebody out, she would go and say that she committed the homicide, that she did it so that they could go free. That's how crazy this woman was. Her children were her God, but her number one God was Raja. Okay, and we're not gonna get into the things that Raja did before he got cancer. And a monster. Okay. And so out of love, we're gonna leave it alone. Okay. But this is what happened. This is the last day of me leaving that house. That was it for life. And so I left, and that was it. And so this is where Larry Weathers and
Back to the visuals.
Well, for 3 weeks after I left, she's calling this man who's living with his wife in Kentucky, Ebony. They would come over and visit several times. We'd go out to eat and everything. This is her cousin. And so 3 weeks after I left, she cannot be alone, a lunatic. And so she figures out that I'm not coming back. I'm never coming back. Okay? Smart girl. And so she calls her cousin, who's still married to his wife, has him to come. He comes like 1 or 2 times. The second time, he stays. Him with his opportunist self. Forgive me.
Ooh, he can't even say it.
He's an opportunist.
Okay, Mama Joyce.
Him as an opportunist, he saw to take advantage of the situation, to use her money, to get at that bank account. Okay, and so after he locked it in and convinced her and tell her, "You got to divorce Zackariah. It's got to stop."
Girl, I can. I love how Keke said, I just want to be private with my money. I'm dying.
Manipulation. 2 manipulators. Okay. She shaved her hair off after I left. Okay. 2 manipulators. And so he convinces her, you got to divorce him and everything. And so once Larry secured that she was getting a divorce, the goal was this, is for Larry to get his divorce, her to get her divorce. She thought, I think he was already divorced, but he called Ebony after he was telling her, he locked it in, asking his wife for a divorce. So this woman stole her cousin away from his wife and had her own cousin to come live with her. And they began an incestual relationship, having sex and a sexual relationship. And then said they're going to start.
Larry Weathers.
Y'all,
I got to look him up. Hold on.
It might be backwards. We're starting a church. Y'all guys can kind of put that together. I don't know if it's going to show up backwards on the screen or not. But hey, everybody, we're starting a church. And in the video, she's taking the video at her home in her bedroom. She passes the phone to her cousin, Larry Weathers. Okay. And to my partner, we're going to be starting a church in February. And look at this. Look at this mess. Nikki Gilbert goes and does a whole interview on them, and she put a small clip it up, 3-minute clip it. I don't know if it was 3 minutes. She goes to Sound of Atlanta, the name of the church. Y'all remember this? Sound Atlanta. Okay, look, all the receipts are here. Okay, This is Larry Weathers. This is Keke. Now let's get Ebony. Let's get some pictures. Let's do this the right way. Where's my iPad? Y'all give me a second.
Girl. Is this her, Ebony Weathers? Let's see. I don't know if that's the right. Where's the...
Sorry about that, y'all. I don't care if it's a little ghetto. We nipping all this mess in the bud. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I erased all those. Here, we're gonna do something like this. Give me a second, y'all. Bear with me.
I know this is not the dude. This got to be somebody else. This can't be Pastor.
Okay.
My divorce is final.
All
It's
right,
not a celebration. Okay, let's see.
Okay, I'm almost there, y'all.
He said it's closure. Wow.
All right, here's his wife. I don't know if it's gonna come up backwards. Ebony.
Okay, that's exactly who I clicked on.
Weathers.
Okay.
Unapologetically E. Okay, this is his wife, Larry Weathers' wife. My sister. She was family, because I was married into the family. Check this out, y'all. Watch this. Just bear with me.
Where's the post that said closure?
That's Larry and his wife, Ebony.
Okay.
And guess what they had? They had their own church. It was called Sound Lebanon, Kentucky. So he took the church name, Sound, Lebanon, Kentucky, Sound, and he used that to create Sound Atlanta with Keke, his cousin. Sleeping together in the room, locked in the room with the refrigerator, not coming out of the room, in a sexual ancestral relationship, living with Keke. In her bedroom. Excuse me. And you're pastors? You gonna start a church? What is God gonna do to you? What is the Lord going to do to you?
Did he say locked in the bedroom with the refrigerator? Hold on a second. Let me wait. Where's Keke page?
Hold on, I'm getting another. I'm getting some more. Okay, he was with his wife. Keke called him to come and live and with her, and so the goal was y'all get divorced. You get a divorce from Zackariah, and the goal was for them to get married. Keke wanted them to get married, a lunatic. So she wanted to marry her cousin, and was trying to have a baby by her own cousin.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on.
Okay. Ebony didn't even know nothing about this. Somebody had to tell her. She didn't even know what was going on. She was still posting on Keke's page. Their own church. It was called Sound Lebanon, Kentucky. So he took the church name, Sound, Lebanon, Kentucky, Sound, and he used that to create Sound Atlanta with Keke, his cousin. Sleeping together in the room, locked in the room with the refrigerator, not coming out of the room, in a sexual ancestral relationship, living with Keke in her bedroom. Excuse me. And you're pastors? You gonna start a church? What is God gonna do to you? What is the Lord going to do to you? Hold on, I'm getting another. I'm getting some more. Okay, he was with his wife. Keke called him to come and live and with her, and so the goal was y'all get divorced. You get a divorce from Zackariah, and the goal was for them to get married. Keke wanted them to get married, a lunatic. So she wanted to marry her cousin, and was trying to have a baby by her own cousin. Okay, Ebony didn't even know nothing about this. Somebody had to tell her. She didn't even know what was going on. She was still posting on Keke's page. Hey, girl, yeah, you done cut off all your hair and she's sitting up there with your husband, Ebony. That's my sister. I love her. All right. Let's go to some pictures of the church. Now, mind you, this I kind of feel bad. I did all this talking about the kids. We're 47 minutes in, but we gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Okay. I kind of feel bad because this is the more interesting stuff. Okay. Let's go down here to the church. All right. Y'all bear with me now. Just bear with me. Well, let's bring this up. This is Larry. Uh, he had a widowmaker heart attack. His daddy had died, I think, back in 2020. 2 years later, he had the same thing his father died from, and I think he was in the pulpit when God struck him. He had a widowmaker heart attack, and Larry died. This guy, Keke's cousin, she was sleeping with, allegedly, died. Okay, and they had to resuscitate him on a Sunday, Larry. Okay, and God gave him another chance. And you mean to tell me this is how you repay God, Larry? This is how you repay God, and you don't think there's no hell, and you could just live any kind of way? Where do you think Hitler's at, Larry? Where do you think hell that the devil and his angels are going to? The lake of fire. It ain't none of that. Now, I told you I'm a seasoned veteran. I've been out the body thousands of times. I've had thousands of near-death experiences, been to heaven and to hell. So because you ain't never left your body, you ain't never been to hell, you gonna risk that chance, Larry? You know better. No, what it is you don't want to do. People don't want to. They don't want no rules. They want to do whatever they want to do, and think they're gonna.
Oh
they
my
gonna
God, y'all couldn't hear me? Oh, I wasn't on the screen, y'all. I was reading. My bad. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Can y'all see this? Y'all, my bad. Hold on. Let's see. My bad, y'all. Did y'all see the GoFundMe? Okay, let me read it to y'all one more time. Hello, friends. Please excuse any typos in advance. As you know, on Sunday, October 23rd, 2022, Larry D. Weathers survived a massive heart attack known as a widowmaker. We are incredibly grateful to God and all the first responders who helped save his life. Many of you have already reached out in support asking what you can do, where to send funds, hence this GoFundMe. First, thank you for loving my husband, praying and wanting to do for him. Please keep praying. He made it through surgery nicely, and as of now, we are not sure what the healing journey will look like. So those wishing to give him may send your seeds of love here. I was made aware that there are some other methods had giving restrictions and will apply this to any of his needs, cardiovascular, medical therapy. Get well cards and wishes can be mailed to Thank you, Ebony Weathers, Pastor E. Okay. And then we had the donations. Y'all could see that. We do see one top donation at 1,000. Okay. And then there's all the other donations that came through. You know, we always have to fact check a donation list. Okay. People giving. Girl, I don't know. Okay. It's still open a whole 34.25. Okay. Sorry, y'all. He looks special too. Y'all look at him. You see? Okay. Check. Let me show y'all his Instagram real quick. Y'all, Zackariah isn't telling Zackariah's information is panning out. 36 weeks ago, Larry Weathers posted my girl hashtag closure. What a bum. My divorce is final. It's not a celebration, it's closure. Are y'all seeing this? Okay. There has been a lot said, but I choose not to respond or share the details of why I left the marriage, and this closure doesn't change that. This wasn't some trivial, flippant social media clout move for me. So, using these platforms to defend myself or be vindictive and disrespectful wasn't happening and won't moving forward. Thank you to those mature enough to choose sides. Wait, thank you to those mature enough not to choose sides, but instead choose grace, compassion, and prayer. It has been extremely humbling and greatly appreciated. And please know it has made the difference in my life. Keep me lifted, please. Blessings. Look at his page, y'all. Sir thinks he is girl. He does one word hashtags. Okay. Sir thinks he's cute now. Look, Kiki's cousin. Girl, the streets. What's the streets say? Girl, we don't have time for this, sir. Sir. Oh, is he doing a podcast? Okay, Portia, I'm coming, baby. I didn't go let Portia out. So I guess he's trying to do a little podcast. Okay. Okay, sir. Sir got divorced and got a mohawk. Okay. All right, let's just scroll up to the top. Sir is over here living his best single life, looking like he's trying to date. 23 weeks ago. I guess I don't know if he was with Keke then or no. According to Zackariah, he's been making his way around. Anyway, okay, let's get back to Zackariah's video. Let me let this baby out because she's we'll get back over there. Okay, Zackariah is we hadn't Zackariah's giving us some good information, huh?
Make it in. Think they're gonna make it to heaven. You're gonna get to heaven anyhow. Saved by grace. Listen, God told me to tell you that people have been prostituting his grace. He said no liars, no fornicators, no adulterers. Huh? They'll have their part in the lake of fire. Okay. And so you didn't learn your lesson. Was down for a whole year. And after this, yeah, after you down for a whole year with a widowmaker heart attack, like your father who passed away a couple years before you gonna go to your cousin's house and seize the opportunity for money because you are a greedy, money hungry, seeking devil. That you're gonna seize the opportunity to become. I'm a prophet, so to become because you want to be a famous pastor, across the world and have everybody look at you and maybe hopefully drive a Bentley, your ambitions, and have a secret lust for your own cousin anyway, because you never would have done it if it wasn't there in the first place. You would have turned her down. But have a secret lust? Ugh. And this is all very embarrassing and disgusting for me ever to be connected to. But God has his reasons, and God has exposed you guys because God is cleaning house. He's cleaning house.
Okay. Do y'all think that Keke was messing with her cousin? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay. Should I put up a poll? Give you guys a few minutes to answer. Was Keke messing with her cousin? All right, let me put this poll up. Yes, no, or is he? I know just I'm all mad?
Over the place here, but we just exposing it how we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video in a minute. It's almost an hour in. Okay.
Girl, y'all said yes. Okay.
Let's quit beating around the bush. Larry, he couldn't take it anymore. The abuse and all that stuff, and she was having to pay for him. See, she having to buy him. Had to put the money on the nightstand. See, paying all the musicians.
Zackariah is a mess. I love it. Zackariah, keep coming back, sir.
Larry, he couldn't take it anymore. The abuse and all that stuff, and she was having to pay for him. See, she having to buy him. Had to put the money on the nightstand. See, paying all the musicians, the church, and she and like dang it, where's the picture at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I wonder, did they have kids too?
Hold up. And so, like the new guy, Mr. Anthony Hardaway, I'm just kidding, Mr. Anthony Whitehead, allegedly.
Yes, that's the one on her Instagram. Let me see. Mr. Anthony. Somebody said in the comments, Keke gonna keep a man on deck, okay? Y'all, that's him right there. They said if Keke gonna do something, Keke gonna have a man in the house, okay? There's a meeting in my bedroom. My big baby, Mr. Whitehead, 365, okay? Hold on. Look at him carrying around. Look, stepdaddy season. Okay, we're not going to play the music. We're not going to be doing all that. Look at that. Holding the kids. Look, in the bedroom with the Keke's bedroom with the refrigerator. Locked in the master bedroom. Keke is one of those, y'all. Keke got a whole refrigerator. She probably got a microwave in there. So we don't have to disturb this groove. We can lock ourselves in the bedroom and don't have to worry about nothing. Okay. Let's see what Mr. Whitehead's page look like. Okay, let's see what Mr. Whitehead's doing. Okay. Okay, Zackariah, Mr. Whitehead is over there holding your baby. Okay. Girl. That's her. He got to be her man because he's over there with the damn basketball shorts on. Was he barefoot? Barefoot. He is handling business in that house. You got a man. Let me tell you something. You got a black man in the house and he got on his shorts and he's barefoot. Baby, he lives there. If he don't live there, he damn near lives there because men don't take off their shoes real quick. Take off their shoes, barefoot, and some basketball shorts. That's like men's lingerie. I mean, men do wear basketball shorts out, but he's home. Yes, he's home. Men got their pants, their belt, their wallet, their phone. You walking around in basketball shorts and barefoot, this stepdaddy season right there. Okay. And look at all the kids. Keke must have magical ways. She might need to teach a class. She got some ways about her. If you are a single mommy and you got a bunch of churn and you want to get a nice looking man over to the house for some stepdaddy season play, baby, you better start following Keke Wyatt, because Keke knows how to get a man. Okay? Hold on. So where's the comments? They took the comments down. They said Keke gonna keep a man in that house. Why didn't the comments load? Oh, let me see. Is it in this one? Girl, she's over there on tour with Key Sweat. Where was that comment? It said Keke gonna keep a man. Look, when they say ain't nobody gonna want you with all those kids, is lies, because she keeps a man. Okay, but there was another one. When did her and the last guy separate? When the baby due? So it's not just the YouTube streets, low down moms. I mean, there's plenty of women out here that like to serve it up. Yes, I love a dark chocolate man. Okay, look at that. When did her and second cousin, when they just said her that he's her second cousin? They just said he's her second cousin. I don't know if they're talking about that guy. They might be talking about the other guy. Okay. All right, Keke. Keke and her new man. Y'all seeing this, right? Okay. All right, let's get back to disgruntled husband, then I can let y'all go. Okay. We're gonna get up out of here. I was trying to see those other comments though. What happened? I'm surprised Keke would turn off the comments. I guess she turned the comments off. Anyway. Okay. Oh, we didn't go to Mr. Whitehead's page. That's what I wanted to do. Girl, homie over here single. So your Kiki's all over his. Kiki's on his Instagram. He's on Kiki's Instagram, but not on hers. Okay. Is that Kiki's house? Or his house? If you don't post that, then assume it's not happening like that. Okay. Sir can dress. Okay, I like that. Okay, sir. Keke wants someone who's not a broke. Zackariah is mad because they were calling him a broke. This guy looks like he's got some business going on, but we don't really know. We know Sir likes to wear a suit. Okay. That's what we do know. So is Sir a Instagram male model? Okay, Keke saw that timeline and said, okay, there's a meeting in my bedroom. It's stepdaddy season. I just got rid of my husband. Girl, Keke said, there's a meeting in my bedroom. Girl, Keke got that man on baby duty. Zackariah is salty because that man is running around with your baby. Okay. All right. We're done. Let's just finish up with Mr. Zach. Okay.
You were paying your cousin,
Like
Mr. Larry Weathers, to sleep with you, to be there with you, to live with you. But guess what? He couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, Larry Weathers live Facebook. He should be deleting it in a little bit with all the stuff that's going to be coming out. He should be shutting his page down a little bit. So get it while you can if it's still up. This is the Church Sound Atlanta. Okay, allegedly.
I love Zackariah. Keep bringing the TT, sir. Keep bringing the TT, sir.
Sound Atlanta. And so Larry, after I left, okay. After I left, that relationship lasted. It ended until Mother's Day of 2024 is when Larry had enough. He left. Okay, they've been getting into it, all this stuff. Okay. And so Mother's Day 2024. So I guess that was March. Yeah, March. The church, by the way, the church started in February, March, April. It ended at the end of April. April, March. So Larry left. He left around Mother's Day, I believe. She took a trip and he didn't go with her. She came back. His stuff was gone. He was gone. Okay.
Oh, so they
allegedly.
So they announced that they were starting a church, and then in 2 months it was over.
She was trying to have a baby with her own cousin, Larry. Yeah. The goal is for them to get their divorces and then get married as cousins. That's where this guy comes in. Okay. The bowling alley dude. Handsome guy. Okay. I'm not a hater. I was proud of her for being with someone that she's not related to. This is sick.
It's shade.
Okay. But guess what, honey? All his other women, you didn't talk and find out? Let me throw this out here. If y'all know I'm a prophet.
Wait, so did he say if y'all catch Zackariah? Did I subscribe? No, not, but I am now. I'm subscribing publicly and all to always be notified as soon as you drop another video, sir.
All his other women, you didn't talk and find out? Let me throw this out here. Y'all know I'm a prophet. So if I get you this Rolls Royce Wraith, of course she ain't gonna put in his name. I don't think she's that stupid. If I lease this Rolls Royce Wraith, it's yours as long as you stay here. Here's a question mark. What can I do to get you to stay? Money. Okay. I think y'all understand.
If she paying for that.
So if you wanna, you got to pay to play. So while she calling, they call me broke and talking about broke this and that. Larry and Mr. She has been coming out of all kind of money to go from her cousin. This guy, the new guy, was introduced after Larry left. So right after Larry left, Freddie O introduced Anthony to her.
Remember when it was on Instagram and Keke was at the bowling alley and people were like, Keke, what's Keke doing at the bowling alley? And then that's when this guy, so yes, I remember that.
Set up. Go get that money. And he's letting you know when y'all get into it, be careful, watch your mouth, because he saw the people that got money, the owners can become beggars, is what Mr. Anthony is saying. Watch yourself, humble yourself. Because he's saying people going to be rich and to be poor and be the workers, okay? And so a lot of women wondering what's going on because they got money invested in it, okay? I did it.
There's a lot of women watching because they got money invested in it.
If it was a little ghetto, forgive me. I had to go ahead and go there.
No, you
tell it the best way I can. All right.
He said if this is a little ghetto.
Here's the point.
He had to go there.
What do you think God's gonna do about this, Keke? Forget Larry and Anthony sleeping with your cousin. What do you think God's gonna do about this? She said, I don't want no holy rollers coming to my church. And you blaspheme God? Huh? And have y'all as pastors starting a church in adulterous relationship, allegedly? Running and starting a church? And he's still married to Ebony, his wife? Larry,
he's
what do
mad
you
at
think
the
God's
chocolate
going to
man,
do about
fella?
it, Larry?
He's mad at the chocolate man.
Huh? I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's had mercy on you, Larry, in that hospital gown. You know what it feels like. He spared your life. But y'all have crossed a point of no return. And so he's going to deal with you. And me as a prophet, the world knows why he's going to do what he's going to do now to you. This is why. You blasphemed his name. You played with him. You deceived people.
Mm.
And after Keke they started the church and the church ended. Guess what she did? She turned it into a nightclub.
Stop it. Stop.
Come on out and see. Come on out and see me. Okay? You turn the church, the same church, into the nightclub. I'm going to have to go ahead and end this video, but let me just say this.
Keke got a nightclub in Atlanta that was a church?
Warning comes before destruction. God's going to get you. You had a chance to repent. And now you got to deal with Almighty God. I did a little strange. I just did it, just talk to y'all freely. Again, the camera's over here. I've been looking over here. Don't pay no attention to that. But just know what you see. I remember watching Whitney Houston live when her funeral. There's things that I know about I can't speak of. Whatever happens, now you know why. She had told Brandon and Jazz and everybody get your guns and worried about me coming back. And honey, it ain't me you got to worry about. It's God. And she thinks because it's been over a year that God ain't gonna do anything. You about to find out as these videos are posted, as these videos and these things go viral. We're gonna see what God is going to do. Anyway, that's my sister in the Lord. That's my brother in the Lord, Larry. There's no love lost. You have to take that up with God. God bless you, people. God forgive me. I just had to do it the way I did it. I'll come back on here with as the Lord leads me. Be blessed.
Oh gosh. Okay. Y'all. Hold on. Okay. It took me into my video. Why? I don't know. But anyway. Yeah. Oh my God. Let him cook. You guys are funny. You guys enjoyed that, right? A good Daddy Gone episode, Daddy Rant episode. He's got 2 other episodes. The funny thing to me. Okay. We'll talk about it another time. If you guys enjoyed, we'll do some more Daddy Gone. He got another episode. He's sitting up there in a t-shirt explaining why he got a t-shirt on, that he has clothes, he lives in a nice condo. He is not. Girl, let me tell you, they must have called him broke A one too many times because he is very bothered by the term broke A. Okay. He is very bothered by broke A. He said, they call me broke A. Girl, this was funny. Keke is, you know what Keke's doing? No matter what, Keke is out there living her best life. I mean, I'm not even gonna hold you on that. Keke's Keke is living her life. I don't even know, but at the end of the day, he knew who he was getting married to. He had 2 babies with that lady, and that lady has replaced him. That lady has replaced him twofold. What I suggest for Zackariah is to stop talking about Keke, get a lawyer, and handle your business. Otherwise, you out here looking silly and slow. That's it, That's it. I don't know what else to say, but it's not a good look constantly being mad at your ex-wife. Get a lawyer so you can see your kids and but I mean, if he wants to come through and continue to drop the TT, I am definitely here for it. I just subscribed. And we love a good Keke story. We needed to come over here and see what this mommy was doing, because it's not It's not just Olivia, Jasmine, and strong mommy Chrissy. You know, there's plenty of moms out here, and there's even celebrity moms out. Do you know what the shenanigans are going on with some of these people? Girl, do you like, I mean, there's a lot going on. So I'm not surprised. Girl, what did we just watch? We watched some Daddy Gone. That was on
Daddy a
some
fool.
Damn, play how I said.
That's my plate. Daddy a fool. Daddy a fool.
Damn, play
Daddy a
how I
fool.
said.
we were on some Daddy Fool. Okay. We were on some Daddy a Fool. It's stepdaddy season, okay? Yes, he's got two more. We'll circle back to Zackariah. Maybe because he got 40,000 views, he might come back. Girl, he's basically monetized now. He got his subscribers and he got 40,000 views on a 1 hour video. Um, he's got it. He got 40,000 views. Now that doesn't mean everybody watched the full hour like we did, but I'm sure people. I mean, it was he did that. As long as he's speaking on Keke, I mean, he's got nonstop stories, but his full-time ministry, I don't know, but he seems salty enough that he gonna be back on Keke for a minute. So I'm gonna leave this artwork up. Plus, Keke is so beautiful, her posing and all of that. Well, you know, I'll probably just use it anyway, just on some drama. She's giving some drama for the mother of 11. This lady had 11 kids, okay? This lady got 11 kids, all right? Wow, did you guys realize Peach McIntyre? This lady got 9 kids, just like strong mommy Chrissy. Girl, where's strong mommy Chrissy and her tall tales about having a doctor for her husband? That's what I want to know about. Girl, are y'all keeping up with your girl? Hold on a second, let me show you. We don't talk about her that much over here, but that doesn't mean I'm not watching. Girl, did y'all see Q last night? Who's watching Q and Mr. Fabarishima? Did Mr. Fabarishima let the cat out the, like, are they done or is she going back? She went to Africa for Christmas last year. She ended up staying for like almost a whole entire year. Now she's back in the US. But I don't know. Based on that drape, she might be back in Africa. Girl, she could be back in that apartment for all we know. Who watches Eat with Q? Girl, and the man was cooking. But she, you know what? You know how we know she's not in girl, she's eating a sub in a tub. That probably, I don't think they have Jersey Mike's in Abuja. They might, but they might have Jersey Mike's in Abuja. You know, Q married the guy. She married the African guy a couple of years ago. They've been back and forth, back and forth. You know, she's been back and forth. She was missing United States and she missed the man. She went back. She was there for almost like a whole year. And you know how sometimes she just drops off for a while? She drops off, comes back, drops off, comes back. So she had left Africa like maybe in late October, maybe right before Halloween, and she started showing up doing car videos, eating Jersey Mike's and whatever else, just doing her little mukbangs and talking. Mr. Fabarishima, her husband, remember they started a couples channel? Well, all the content came up off of it. And he started cooking solo in the kitchen with no shirt on. Y'all, they've been tripping. And she's not talking about the marriage. He's not, he does stuff like don't get married without knowing someone very well. And then and this is in Nigeria. So it's just a mess. We don't know what happened. We don't know if she left him. Yesterday she did a whole video. She didn't have her wedding rings on. She had some other random rings. I don't know. If you're watching this on the replay and you watch Eat with Q, let me know. Okay. Eat with Q. This is Eat with Q. I like to watch Eat with Q. She's not a mom, she's a wife. But something strange is going on. She went and got married in Africa, and we don't know what's going on. She hadn't been home in like 3 months. And like I said, her husband is over there doing cooking videos with no shirt on. Okay. Weird. All right. Um, I guess that's it. That just crossed my mind because I see there was a little I had a notification. Anyway. You missed her video yesterday. Go watch it and we'll talk about it. Watch it and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll be over there at Real Talk Bougie. I haven't set it up yet. Girl, we are it's not even 11. Look at me today. Look at me today. I got here on time. We did 2 hours and it's not even 11 o'clock. Sis gets a whole hour for break. Okay. I like Eat with Q too. I liked Mr. So you watch Eat with Q. Did you like Mr. Fabarishima? I like her husband. He seems like a nice guy. Now, is he a broke A? I don't know. Is he broke A? Baby, don't ask me because I don't know. But you got to not marry a broke A and expect him to be something different. You know what I'm saying? If he's broke and you accept him, good. But if you can't marry someone and expect them to be something that they're not. She's very secretive. Yeah, it's like you put your marriage out there and then now you don't want us to talk about it. It's like, sis, come on now. Sis. And then she keeps deleting her content. We know that. Okay. Deleting your content is not a good way for the algorithm to be nice to you. Not that she's hurting for subbies. She's got 600,000, but damn, you got to stop deleting your content. Now, she still has she deleted a lot of what she had talking about Mr. Fat. I think what she basically said is that she doesn't want her relationship to be part of her channel anymore. That ship is pretty much sailed. So I don't know. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Anyway, Keke, we loved it. Keke, get back on your YouTube channel. I loved Kiki's YouTube channel. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I will see you guys over on Real Talk Bougie soon. Okay, like 12ish. Okay, maybe even sooner. All right, I'll see you guys a little bit later, guys. Have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up for me. This was so much fun. Hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe. Sis is always working on her numbers. 11. And how many does Keke? 11. And how many does Keke have at Love Lives? Indy, I'm not sure what you're asking me. Keke has 11 kids. 11 kids by 11 men? No, I don't think so. There was a People magazine article. I don't know how many. I know the man, she had like 5 kids with one of her husbands. She had 2 with the guy who was just talking. I don't know the breakdown, but if you go to the People magazine article that I pulled up, let me see. Keke Wyatt kids. I'm gonna drop the link so you guys can have something to be entertained. I think it gives all the information right there as far as who the daddies are. Okay, that's it right there. So I don't know. I don't know if it's 11 dads or not. I don't think it's 11 dads. Just based on the math, I know one guy she had 5 kids with, and one guy she had 2. That's 7 kids. So in that, you know, I'm sure we can figure it out pretty easily. Anyway, guys, let me let y'all go. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. She is really a wife. Is she really a wife though? You talking about Q? I mean, is she really a wife though? Leaving your husband for months and months and months. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like during your honeymoon season, which is, year, 2 years of marriage. Look, they're married. These, is she really a wife? I mean, gosh. You need to be at home with your husband. You've chosen to make a home with this man. You got to make a home. Leaving for long periods of time is probably not a good thing for the marriage, but you know what I mean? Who am I to say? Some people have these different relationships. Um and it works for them. The fact that her family lives in the United States, sometimes you do have to plan long trips abroad to go see your people. Um, so I don't really want to say that that disqualifies a marriage, but it seems like something odd's going on. Like, let's just be real. If you watch that channel, you already know something is up. But like a week or two from now, when Q is offline again and she shows up back in Nigeria, will we be surprised? No, we won't, because that's how she does. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah, these marriages today. I and it's not even, I mean, it's one of those when you really enjoy your spouse, you know, they're your best friend, all of those things, you're not gonna want to be not with them. Who does that? Some people make promote boyfriends to husbands and they needed to stay boyfriends. I mean, that's a great topic to talk about one day. Every girlfriend doesn't need to be a wife and every boyfriend doesn't need to be a husband. Can we talk about that? Every boyfriend don't need to be your baby daddy. Okay? All right? It's not stop. Can we make stepdaddy season not a thing? Okay? Can we make mothering season a thing? Can we be some mothers? All right. Be an awesome mother, and then you'll find an awesome mate who will want to be there for you, like like an awesome support system that you need, not just, not just zaddy and all that mess. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to be in my husband's girl. Okay. That's my bestie. Okay. Mr. Fabricium is sitting over there like, when is Q coming back? I mean, he ignited that channel. He's in there cooking all the meals she loved to eat in no shirt. I'm just wondering, is she not picking up the phone? It's not like she's posting a lot. It's weird. Anyway, we'll talk about some Eat with Q tomorrow. If you guys like Eat with Q, it's kind of, you got to just go and start looking at some of the videos. She's been on YouTube for a long time. And like I said, she married a guy in Africa and it's been up and down for the past, I guess, like 2-3 years now. Maybe let's say 2 years. It's been a little strange. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Make sure to hit the like button for me, hit the thumbs up. Shouts out to Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for always supporting. And I'll see you guys later.